Hi guys, thanks for joining half a while. Real Wraith, Arshad, Deepak Bhai, Journey to Home, Party, Techia and Medulla. Hi man. Guys, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Hi mankind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, so guys, welcome to Rock and Talk episode 13. Tonight we have a guest, Arbind Kumar. So, a very close friend. I've seen him from the very first stage of playing the guitar till what he has become now. Right, so, well, we also call him Chotu Ji. Hi, Juras, be thy priest. Hello, hello. So in a while we'll call him in and we'll take it further. Right, with no further ado, let's go ahead and bring in the guest. Let's see. Thanks, brother. Thanks.
Hey,
Hi.
hi, namaskar.
Oscar. How you been, bro?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. Great. Nice to have you in the show, man. Cool. Well, we have Deepak Bhai saying "Party ko bulaya jaye." Of course, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, so he is Mr. Arvind, a very good friend of mine. I know him since a while now. Can you recall the times when we met? 2014, 13, 15, somewhere down there.
I think 13 year end, 2013 year end.
2013 year end, right? Hi
The old
Anurag. Hi
home,
Stephen Cole.
home to the Himalaya when you used to be there.
Yes, yes. And take this a little further. Right, cool. So let's go ahead and do a little guitar jam, and we'll take this further.
Yes, sure. So I bought Anurag guitar for today's show because I thought
Wait,
it would be nice to have an acoustic guitar.
right. Which guitar is that?
It's I think Yamaha.
Yamaha F310,
Yes,
is it?
yes. So am
So
I
this
audible?
one, yeah. Could you just play something? Could you strum something? Yeah, we're good to go.
Yes.
Well, this is one of the this is Juarez, one of the most one of the cheapest guitar you can find on Amazon.
It sounds so. I think
Yeah, it
whatever you
works.
do sounds better always, no matter
Oh.
what brand.
Right, let's go ahead. Come on. Wow, cool. Sounds great. Awesome. It's been a while having a acoustic jam because of the pandemic. I couldn't meet you up, even though
Yeah.
back in the times we were neighbors, but we don't stay really far anyways. Right, cool. Hi Ashish. Hi Utsinha. Hi Anurag. Thanks for joining. Cool, brother. Let's go ahead and get to know you a little more. All right. So, could you tell us about your story and how you got into this from the beginning?
I don't know, man. Seriously, I still don't know how I am doing this right now. So I think when I came to Bangalore for my further studies, I didn't know actually what was up to, but I met a good people around my college. I'm blessed. You people always being there. And college days, people were like playing guitars from different reasons, and we have a bunch of group. So
Right.
there I saw some people playing some cool stuff, no? So I thought, why not give a try? But I was not sure that how far I will go because it's
Right.
like see to see to people like playing, smashing guitar, like impossible things over there. So I bought a guitar for myself when I was in final year and started with little chord practice. And since then, I was like no turning back. I was keep learning, still learning though.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Uh, I remember back in the time, I guess that was 2013. Uh, we used to sit and jam, and I have to say this that it's been a while, and like you've come through a long way, you know, and it's really nice to jam. Look at this, the jam we had just now was so beautiful. So right, cool. So you started learning when did you get the first guitar? Which year was that?
I think it was 2010 or 2011 between like end of the 2010 or beginning of 2011. I bought a
Right.
acoustic guitar for myself, and I have a bunch of people. You know them all well. They love to
Yes.
sing. It was a nice place to practice with those guys. We have long
Right.
night sessions, playing old Hindi songs, learning Coke studios, and back time people used to listen rock songs also.
Yes.
So uh, during that days, I discovered Pink Floyd and
Hmm.
Metallica.
Right.
So it was yes. So when I heard them, it was like what those guys are playing actually. I really wanted to dig some more and wanted to know how this instrument actually works. And
Yes.
I started picking up few things and taking lessons from few people, from you as well. and and it started working fine for me.
Cool. Well, all right. So could you tell us about your first guitar that you had? Do you have it around? Do
Yeah,
you still have it?
yeah, I have it, but it's like strings are upside down. Kerry used to play left hand, so I'll show you.
Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Please show
This is
us.
the guitar. So I
Okay.
played it this guitar for almost
Yes, I
like
remember
4 to
this.
5 years. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So I played this guitar for almost 4 to 5 years before moving to electric guitar, learning serious stuff. So I played it a lot.
Yes, and I remember Kerry taking this to the shop and getting it refixed, getting the strings refixed all the way upside down so that he could learn how to play the guitar left-handed style, even though he was a right-handed guitarist. That
Yeah,
was
but
pretty cool.
he started playing
He
well.
actually, yeah, yes. He actually started holding on chords and changing them pretty nice. That
Yes,
was
yes.
really nice. Well, guys, if you guys can see Ashish Nawal Sharma, he's scary because he looks like Kerry King. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And let's talk about the guitars that you have so far. How many guitars and what are the guitars that you have right now?
I have very few guitars. Like that one, the first acoustic guitar.
Right.
I don't play because strings are upside down. Then I have another one acoustic guitar. It has some
Yes.
internal problem.
Okay.
I really wanted to learn further, so I picked up a new challenge. So I bought a Spanish guitar, which is right here.
Right.
I
Oh,
can
wow.
between the long hand. It's really a wide fretboard, difficult to play for a
Right.
long time. But it sounds nice. Really sound nice.
Yeah, the nylon strings on the acoustic, I mean, the Spanish guitar, they sound beautiful.
Yeah. Then I jumped into the electric guitar, which was my like I wanted to since long back. I when I was working, I started saving up money for that, and I was looking into internet for some good guitars, right? So I bought myself this. Having
Yeah, could you show us that guitar, please?
yes, this is the.
What's the model of this guitar?
I got a Geo Series 270,
Awesome. Oh, with the floating
and
bridge, yeah.
yes, Floyd Rose, because I have seen you like you use Floyd Rose like crazy,
Yes. I use a lot, yes.
and and back then we used to listen Steve Vai a lot.
Yes.
So, yeah, and he is also using this Floyd Rose like in a crazy way. So I really wanted to have a guitar which having this Floyd Rose, so I can also pick up these moves someday.
Awesome. Yeah, I remember playing a couple of, like having a couple of jams with that guitar as well. It's been a while anyways. Pretty cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell us about your projects and how do you manage those?
It's like very new for me, like writing songs, getting into the composing stuff. It's
Yes.
really difficult, but it's also very interesting. Feeling like new kind of challenging you when you. When I was really getting serious about my music thing, okay, let's start to give a shot for this thing, no? So I left my job and started looking for right people to get into blend with some people and really looking forward to form a band. So
Yes.
met with some guys and we tried to work it out, but couldn't work it out. So by looking for right people, after 3 years, I met few guys. I think they all are here. We are right now four-piece band and
Yes.
half white, as you know. We give it a name
Yes.
half white. But,
Half
we
white.
really wanted to, yes, we really wanted to talk about like nature, situation, not very political, but really wanted to talk about some scenarios and music should be not very complicated by uh, like listening about music. You will find that it's not very complicated, but maybe a little uh, inspiration from old jazz and rock and blues.
Awesome. Tell us about Half Wild a little more, your band. How many members are there in the band and who are these people? And how did
Sorry,
you
come
meet
again?
them? Yeah, let's talk about Half Wild. How many band members does the band have, and who are these people, and how did you meet them?
It's actually interesting. when I was very serious about getting into band, I was not able to get in touch with right people. But so in between, I joined a band. Uh, they are like playing some Hindi and folk music. So there I met a keyboard player, Bidur,
Right.
and he's actually like heart and soul for our band. He's really, really very technical, very hardworking guy. So, but we couldn't get further because we were only two people that time. Then
Yes.
he introduced me other guy Nitesh, who's actually to be like composer, and he's very good sound engineer also, and bassist, and he really wanted to make some music. So we started doing jam without aiming that we will have a perfect band in future or we're going to be out there and playing someday, no?
Right.
But we really stick for a long time and it started working well for each other. We started to understand each other very well, respecting each other thoughts as well, because before this, whenever I used to jam with other people, it was some kind of like not very friendly, like ego and like not stopping other people's thoughts. So it is not happening with these guys.
Right.
And we started looking into other stuff and thought of let's make a let's give a good shape to this band. So we'll have some idea of like where we are heading into this. And we all are like professional musicians. They all are doing good on their individual field. Vidur is a very good keyboardist and he's also full-time teacher. And I was also looking into the same kind of people because when we were with other people, they have some other commitments. So they are not giving the time we are looking into to make
Right.
a song, the song. So then Nitesh, uh, we met Nitesh, and he's also a very good and professional full-time musician. So it was very easy for us to go along, right? We can discuss, we can jam because we all have same dream to share. So it's really very very easy to work with these guys, and I'm happy. Like uh, since 1 year, we are doing pretty cool things.
Right. I think you are also associated with Tarannum, the band Tarannum.
Yes, yes. There I met actually Bidur. That was
Okay.
crazy. That was crazy.
Right. Cool. I remember one of the gigs that I went where you were on stage. It was a pretty local gig organized by the Odia community, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes.
I think. Do you remember the place? Was it in JP Nagar?
It's somewhere in Kormangla. Somewhere in Kormangla, sixth place.
Okay, somewhere in Kurmala, right? And the people were going nuts. They were all drunk and like
And it
they
was
went.
exactly that. So, morning we played somewhere in Indranagar, and just after this, so we went to the Kormangla and playing the same set again. It
Right.
was very tough.
It was fun. That was fun. I remember we were all there. Kerry was there. Sean was there. I was there.
Yeah.
And was Goldie bro around?
No, no, he was not around.
Honey's bro was there. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
Sunny's role. I think
Awesome. Awesome.
Goldie.
Guys, check. Yeah. You were saying something. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember now properly, but I think Honey, along with Honey's Goldie Bro was also there. I'm not sure. I have to
Yeah.
check with.
I think Sunny was also there. My roommate.
Yes, yes, Sunny was there.
Cool, guys. Check out Half Wild, and Arvind will keep you posted with his future plans. Anyways, well, we'll talk about that in a while. Okay, let's talk about the guitars a little more. Do you have any specific guitar in mind that you find really interesting that you would want
Uh,
to have one day?
in future I would love to have Steve Vai signature guitar, no? That's Ibanez Gem JR, I think.
Yeah, Gem GR. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes, yes.
Phew. Awesome, awesome. Right. So, tell us about the composition and the whole primary structure of how do you go ahead with writing music for Half Wild?
Most of the ideas comes from our bassist. He has some insight of like basic lyrics or ideas. So one day he showed me his composition. He has lots of composition, by the way. Um,
Okay.
inside his like system. So he showed me one of them, and he was sharing a story about his childhood. When he was in like Rajasthan, so that he witnessed a sandstorm, and he was saying like if particles becomes volatile and sun refused to show. It was almost like 2 p.m. and it was a sandstorm. So that's the way the lyrics come out. And
Okay.
then I said, okay, bro, let's give me some time. I would like to work on this thing, composition. So he had some basic ideas how the rhythm will goes from beginning to end. And he and all the band members gave me space to do what I do actually. So I listened the song and then uh, I tried some few moves and come up with few ideas, and they actually liked it. So we thought, okay,
Nice.
let's try, let's stay with this idea. And then project got stuck because we were only 3 people, and then we started looking for drummer. And last this year, March month, we got a drummer. He is also be a part of other band called the Lighthouse.
Right.
And once he jumped into the project, we almost finished the project. Now it's in like almost like in next 6 days. I think it will be available on every platform.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Can't wait.
yes,
Right. What do you call the genre of Half Wild?
it's still a mystery for me because the people have very crazy ideas. So that's why we choose this name. We were like uh, uh, prepared 10, 15 names, and out of those we were reviewing the list of names. What would be the good name for a band? And then I saw Half Wild. I told them I liked it, and then other people also said, "Yeah, it's like we just started now, and we cannot say because keyboard is I am influenced by blues so much, but
Yes.
other band members are not. And like bassist, he's crazy about jazz players, jazz music, and keyboard player, he's very much into classical stuff.
Okay.
So it's really, really difficult for us to like decide what genre we are going to be in future. So, but
Right.
we have
Awesome.
some idea, yeah, working around songs, and till now it's like jazz, blues, that sort of
Awesome.
thing. Yeah.
So, coming to you personally, which are the albums or artists that really inspired you, or any kind of song, anything like that? Could you tell us
So many,
about your
so many
inspiration?
songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many songs. And I remember a few days back, you have posted about Candle Power, CY,
Candle Power.
latest.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Steve Vai.
So when I saw that feed on your story, I immediately uh, checked it out, and there was a
Yes.
description on his video that how at this age he's challenging himself to learning new stuff, coming up
Yes.
with new finger picking technique which he never tried it before, and that
Yes.
song, the style he used to play. So I think so many players like Jason Baker, Attitudes, Perceptual
Jason Beck.
Burn, yes,
Yes.
then Eric Johnson, Mac Rocking Hunch. So there are individual artists, particularly those who play guitars, no? So
Right.
there is no particular album, but there are lots of individual guitar players. I really look up to them, and
Awesome.
I must say today at your life, so I really look up to you because the way you used to play 4 5 years back, you are like something else now. So
Thanks. Thank you so much. Well,
real,
thanks.
real world, I see, I observe you a lot, and the dream world, would love to play any of those like artists. Currently, one band like Black Spread Blues, Warren Mendoza. I
Blackstone. I guess they came down to Bangalore once and they played in Fandom. I guess you had gone for that gig. I met you
yes,
after the gig. Right.
yes. So, uh, latest, I checked that artist a lot, and he is very humble about his gears, about his playing style, about his inspiration. So, yeah,
Yes.
he has an album called uh, "The Universe Has a Strange Sense of Humor." So I really like that name, cool name, and the song list he has, and the way he plays. So I try to borrow ideas from that kind of music. I love chords and melodies a lot. So that's the way I look for artists, and I look for inspiration for writing some of my own songs in future.
Awesome. I see that your one of your favorite genre is blues, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Um, well, did it all start from the guys from back in the days, or from the new blues guitar players?
Uh, All-time player. Like
All time
when I
players.
started getting serious about blues, I started digging some more. So I got to know about Robert Johnson, 1910 or 20, the
Okay.
crossroading devil story.
Yes.
So I checked him, and I really feel that dark sound and sad, but it's still happy and related to normal kind of stuff happening around. So Robert Johnson, then Pink Floyd, some sci-fi thing, then this Warren
Right.
Mendoza, then Eric Clapton. So that's the way I started picking up blues and get into the more.
Cool. Could you play us a couple of your favorite stars from your project, or maybe any of the other bands you are inspired by?
I would like to play like our first composition. So I
Sure.
have, yes. So I like to try this for like electric guitar because I will run out of those. And people were saying, "Ki, please play some stuff on your electric." So let's see. I know it's gonna click.
Yeah. I through the lens. Hi, Goli bro. Hey, it's okay. Get late. It's okay.
Is it loud or it's good?
It works. It works. It's good enough.
So this is some of the.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds great. I mean, we had a little sound check yesterday. It wasn't sounding that good, but how did it sound better now?
I think I have charged my phone full too now.
Guys, if you're not getting a good sound, charge your phone. Right. Cool. Let's talk about your gears and sounds. What do you use on stage, and how do you practice at home as well? And how long do you practice at home every day?
I tried. It's like really difficult because I have some classes every day, and
Yes.
classes are really difficult to take because we need to prepare content for class, and also every morning when I get up, I have to write some journal to remind me why I'm doing this and what is actually my dream. So after that, I try to do some sort of exercise or it's obviously over on guitar. I do
Yes.
20 minutes or 1 hour purely basic exercise with metronome on guitar.
Right.
And then I get
Okay.
into the other stuff about writing songs or about teaching things. So that's how it goes.
Okay. Cool. Um, uh, and uh, and on stage, what do you use on stage? How you get your sound on stage? For example, you know, or what are the
No,
gadgets?
I
What are the
haven't
pedals?
for stage. I haven't prepared till now.
Okay.
I'm still buying some guitar,
Right.
having some guitar effects to buy like overdrive, distortion, then chorus pedal I have. But for composing, I am using Guitar Rig VST plugin,
Yes.
which is yes with the Ableton DAW software.
Right.
So that's the way I'm writing songs and doing for stuff now. But I have to get my live setup sooner.
Yeah, I remember you got a new amp. Tell us about that new amp.
Oh, that's it's the 20-watt Fender Mustang version 1. It's a pretty good
Okay.
amp for home setup.
Nice.
So
Yeah, Fender, right?
that's
Yeah.
good to go. And they have like
Right.
very good presets already available, and you can download some preset by having access to online. So with this amp, you will get a login registration key, and after that, you can download some good preset, and you can play it along.
Cool. Right. Let's go ahead and talk about your future plans on when it comes to music in general, with the band or any kind of uh, your personal solo stuff. You coming up with any of those? Tell us about if you're coming up with an album or anything with Half Wild, and how is it going? What is the progress?
It's going good. We are done with our first song, which is
Okay.
about to um, release in next few days, and we are started working. So we are not having a concept of making an album, but we are looking forward to making singles. So after this
Okay.
song, we are trying to come up with second song, which is really like pandemic influence song, Blue Moon. So it's it's about writing song in lockdown. So Blue Moon is like a little slower and sci-fi with little touch of jazz chord mix. So we are working on that, and after that,
Okay.
we are still in planning. But we really are looking up like putting up some 5, 6 singles before coming up with an album concept.
Okay. Great. So you are also a teacher, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, how do you manage teaching and playing music, or practicing, or spending time with your projects? How do you do that?
It's, it's really difficult for me to give a right answer, but I like to plan, but nothing goes according to plan usually. When you are proper ready for class, client say I'm not feeling well or something shit happens and
Yeah, right.
didn't plan. So I'm used to now. But try to stick with my plan. So every day I have to come up with new plan. I have to manage things and like other things also. Apart from teaching and composing, you have to take care of yourself, like cooking food or taking care of other stuff. looking into the other stuff. So it's really, really hectic for time management. But morning when I finish my basic guitar exercises, then if I have few sessions, I prepare for those sessions content, and then after my class, I really look into the things for future stuff, techniques, or listening songs, taking inspiration from other stuff, so I can write good melodies or good part for our band songs.
Awesome.
That's the way my days goes every day.
Cool. And in general, how long have you been practicing these days?
I think I am practicing 2-3 hours, but I don't know if it is working or not, because it's really difficult to uh, see change happening around us, because you are playing and you cannot say ki, okay, you are doing fine, or so I really need to like check with other people like you and other people, okay, what is going well or what is not. Like you have taught
Yes.
me bending with pull off. You taught me
Yes.
this technique, so I really observe your techniques. You explain it very well, and I started doing that. It was really like pain in start when I started
Yeah.
practicing. Nothing was happening, but also it was very difficult to believe ki, okay, one day it will come up very clean. So yeah,
Yes.
some sort of thing. Uh, so I usually try to make routines. Ki what technique I have to work. Like when you said me that that this is the right way to do pull off, or particularly notes you can do, and how to do bends with vibrato. So these are like golden lessons for me always, and I try to make a balance with my daily routine, because every day we cannot get same time or effort to do
Correct.
all this, right? But we can really track our things. So once I got that move, little bit, I started working on new things like hammer and sweep picking, because I really wanted to play someday like Jason Baker. No, he is like his new song, I like Value of Fire. So he was like an awesome guitarist. So I started working, and I keep it very less things to myself. Like after once I get, I flow with my sweep picking or other stuff, hammer pull off or bending vibrato. Once I get that properly, I will go into the next. So I'm thinking to start making for routine how to use Floyd Rose, how to
Nice.
like do different stuff with Floyd Rose, because I think it's gonna sound cool with some blues lick.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. And yeah, I mean, bends are like one of those very important technique, isn't it? I mean, when back in the time when I used to bend, when the bend's not right, I was I suppose this is the pitch, you gotta hit that and then you reach there and come back. I mean, it's not happening, right? So you gotta reach
Yeah.
there and then come back. That's pretty cool. Going above that is also just a little too much. Yeah, those things. I mean, we guitarists are like so much working on details,
And
isn't it?
stuff never ends only for learning kind of stuff. It never ends. So you really need to make a honest training routine with yourself, understanding your playing of flavor, because you cannot practice everything every day. And after some point, I also got to know ki, you cannot go with like some cover song. You really need to find out your own tone, own things, and what moves you into doing this. So
Right.
these all things happening time to time, and once you are able to do some kind of stuff, you really need to manage your time and routine, and you really need to get isolate for a while so you can do practice,
Cool.
which is very hard for us.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean, managing all those techniques and then trying to get it right takes a little while as well. And then not every day is same as the previous day. So
Yes.
we have to somehow, you know, keep things in order anyways. Manage. Awesome. Could you play us a couple of sweeps, some of your favorite sweeps that you learned back in the time?
Oh, I'm trying to learn that song, Altitude. So there is a sweep picking
Okay.
move. I don't know if I'm gonna
Jason back.
justify that. Yes. So let's see if I can do it now.
Okay.
Pardon. This is the stuff I'm trying to learn.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Awesome. Man. Cool. All right. Let's talk about since you had your own days of hard work into this, and like and at least I mean it's difficult for us to see ourselves when we are playing, and that's the biggest, what do you call that? And that's one disadvantage. I mean, we cannot see ourselves playing because we can see someone else playing and we can enjoy that. But when we are focusing on certain things, and we cannot just enjoy. We got to keep going and do it right. And we are so much into trying to manage it right and all those things, right? So you had your own days of going through that. Tell us if you could give us a particular message to the beginners and how they should proceed with this.
Yes, yes. I think after getting into teaching, I get this question a lot because people really want to see what they are playing. So uh, I take reference from here and there. So I have one book. I don't know the name, but there was a trick that good people watch his move or for confidence. Use mirror to do practice.
Yes.
So play in front of mirror and watch your moves. That really builds some sort of confidence, and it helps your muscle memory to build that. Okay, how far to swing is really, and you can able to move according to that.
Right.
So it happens very slow and steady. You cannot be rushed here. So you really need to start it slow and
Yes.
started working with metronome. Metronome is very, very important, I think. We cannot
Yes.
yeah. So,
Right. I remember
and
Mankind talking about metronome in the first episode as well. It's so important. Yes, it is. Of
yes,
course,
it's
yes.
really important because if you really want to measure your progress, that you can see with metronome. Otherwise, you
Yes.
cannot able to observe your speed or progress.
Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, that way we can determine I mean, what's our progress as well with the metronome, if we can hit the notes on the timing. That's pretty good. All right. Tell us about your favorite moments you had while you were with the guitar, be it. I see that you have been to Gokarna a lot of times. Tell us about the fun moments from Gokarna.
It's always fun to be there, and when you play, random people will come appreciates your playing style, and they hang out for a while with you and enjoy your little jam sessions with you. And no matter what language you are playing into, they really enjoy, and they say the right stuff to you, some positive things like you play well and you are an amazing artist, you know. So that sort kind of statement really really help you to go further and further because
Yes.
uh, we do not know where we are heading, but if some people strange comes and appreciate you, then you got to know, okay, okay, it's worth to learn this instrument and playing and practice. So this happens
Awesome.
a lot in Gokarna. There I met a guy from Israel, I think. We
Israel.
are still, yes, yes, we are still in touch through
Okay.
social media. He's also he's also an artist. He plays double bass.
Okay.
So I think yeah. So he has very good he's I think he's very senior. uh, from an artist point of view. So he used to catch all the tunes. He has very good listening skill. No, I think he has done marvelous ear training things in his thing.
Oh,
So he shared some thoughts. He gave me few tips. I still follow. So these are the pretty interesting thing happened there. And since then, I think Gokarna is the right place for any artist to go play. You will get some nice people out there.
awesome. Great. Well said, bro. So we have a question here from Through the Nerds. Remember that night at Goodlay when you got surrounded by a crowd suddenly? Could you tell us about that?
What?
If you can just scroll, we have a question from Through the Lens, Goldie bro. Remember
Mhm.
that night at Goodlay, and then when you got surrounded by a crowd suddenly? Could you tell us about that? What happened?
Oh, we were back from hiking. We went to the Paradise Beach and we back to the Woodley Beach. I think that was our last night there. So we went to the beach and we were doing usually thing. We were playing some Hindi songs and uh, so after 3 4 songs, when we were ready to wrap up our things and leaving the place, so we saw lots of people were surrounded. We were surrounded by lots of people, and then
Wow.
started clapping. So it was very new thing for me. Like okay, so
Awesome.
we were always doing our usually thing like when we used to
Yes,
hang
yes,
out. You,
yes.
me and you belong to same group, right? So
Right.
we do our normal things and we enjoy ourselves. And there were people, they must be they were passing from there, but they stuck for a while and they started listening to music. And thanks to people, we have like nice singers in our group who really put some extra effect on our playing. No,
Yes, yes. And yeah, at places like Gokarna and other places like this, people really want to just have a good time. And when they see someone playing guitar, or any musical instrument, it just pulls, it connects, isn't it? I mean, I
yes,
think
yes,
that's one of those things that really happen.
yes, true, true.
Cool, brother. We're almost at the end of this show. Let's go ahead and jam a little bit, maybe, and we'll take it off from there.
Okay.
Awesome, brother. It was really nice having you. Such a pleasure and such a good time we had. Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can give you a little time. Yeah, I'll give you a little time to go ahead and check out the comments down there.
I think people are playing Antakshari down there. Dil ka darya beh hi gaya. So Abhishek Mishra, we used to call him Jila.
Oh
People are
yes,
having good
Sheila.
time, I think, down there.
Do you know who this person
Thank you
is?
so much. Yeah,
One.
Anurag has mentioned that wow, my guitars can sound this good. Never knew.
Yes.
It always sounds good, bro. So
You know
people
who
are
this
actually
person is?
having good time and
One.
catching up.
Bro, do you know who this person is? It says 10C0000001.
Sabas Sabas, I think he's
He's
from
Sean.
Varka group, I think. This is coming from
He's
there only,
Sean.
Sabas Sabas.
Well, he's Sean. He's Sean.
Oh, he changed his DP.
Yeah, actually.
So thanks for having
Can
me,
you?
Eddie. It was really, really nice to have a long chat with you after a long time,
Wow,
no?
awesome.
Yes.
This was
And
beautiful. I
you
had a really good time.
had a really tough lineup, and I I'm very grateful that I managed somewhere in this line of your with Insta series.
Well, my eyes have seen you all the way from the bottom, and the way you have put on your dedication towards. I can see how good you would get in coming years. You know that dedication is fire. So you had to be here.
Yes, thank you so much. I think somewhere you I think you are a reason. No, maybe not. I'm definitely sure because I love to see Gothamic Jam. I would love to like being a part of like your jamming and shows. I never been into the so many metal bands so, but wherever Gothamic got to chance to play, I rushed there. I rushed there. And I did so many mosh pit there.
Yes, yes. I remember those times. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Brother, I wish you all the best with your project and the song that's going to come out in a few days. We are waiting for that. And right, stay safe to all the people out there. Thank you so much for joining. It was beautiful. Bro, you have any last words before we say goodbye?
Thanks, guys, for all your supports coming and joining us for our little chit chat. I hope you guys are doing well. So stay safe, maintain social distancing.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Chalo, brother. I'll see
So,
you very soon. I hope that the whole thing goes down a little bit. And much love. Yes, of course.
thank you.
And cool. Good night to everybody and good night to you too. Bye.
Bye, guys. Stay safe.